Hello, hello, hello. We are up to past tests for this topic. 2018 and 2019, we're going to do them both in this lesson. So you can either do these by yourself and then look at this video for answers. In class, what we're going to do is we're going to do it one question at a time. You do it, then I show you the answer. So we're going to give you a countdown every time before I do a question. So question number one. Hope you like the poster, by the way. Full Metal Alchemist. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I prefer changing my poster rather than being stuck with the same one all the time. Much more interesting. So, have a go at the first question. I'm going to do it in 5, 2 to 4. Divide by 2, because 2 goes into both of them. And it's equal to 1 to 2. If you want to do it the calculator way, you'd go 2 over 4. 1 over 2. And you have to write that as 1 to 2. Easier to do it yourself. All right, doing the next question then. Oh. So 60 kilometers in 2 hours. You could do it as a ratio. 60 kilometers to 2 hours. Divide by 2. And you'd get 30 kilometers to 1 hour, which is equal to 30 kilometers per hour. Or you could do it a different way. Green. What they're asking for here is a speed. And say speed is equal to the distance over the time, 60 kilometers over 2 hours, 30 kilometers per hour. Whichever way you get it. Answer's 30. All right, question number 3, I'll do it in. Question 3, per day. So it's $59 per day in 3 weeks. The units don't match up. So 3 weeks, how many days is that? 3 times 7, 21 days. And it's 59 per day, so it's 59. Just times it by 21, because there's 21 days. So you get 59 times 21. A cheat way to do it, you do 60 times 21, which is 1,260, and then take away 21, so it's 1,239. Wow. Whoa. I got that way wrong? No, I got it right. I just typed it in the calculator wrong. Whew. I was embarrassed there for a bit. 1,239. Okay, but let me do it another way of doing it. Ratio way, 59 for 1 day. And we need to get that up to 21 days. So times that by 21, times that by 21, 21 by 59, 1,239. That's the ratio way. Ratio way. If you want to do it that way, fine. Answer's the same. D level, all you need is the answer. Divide 15 in the ratio 2 to 3. It's a hard D level question. Well, yeah, no, it's a hard D level question. Because if you want to do it properly, you're going to divide 15. You're going to split 15 into 5 parts. Why 5 parts? Because 2 plus 3 is 5. We're going to split into 5 parts. And then 2 parts on that side, 3 parts on the other. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. So our answer is we need 2 lots of 3 gives us 6, and 3 lots of 3, 9. So divide 15 in the ratio 2 to 3, you get 6 and 9. It's okay just to circle it. That's good enough. If you want to write it, you could say the two quantities are 6 and 9. After the split are 6 and 9. It seems unnecessary. For D level, I just need to see those two numbers. 6 and 9. Done. Hopefully I gave you a countdown for that one. Scrolling down. All right. I'm about to do this one, so I'm going to do it in 5. Simplify these rates. Just divide 50 divided by 2. 25, so it's 25 kilometers per hour. And this 42 divided by 7, it's $6 a kilo. You do need the units. If you don't have the units, you won't get it. All right, I'm going to do the next one in 5. Write an equivalent ratio for 3 to 4. Maybe I'll times it by 2. And we'll get 6 to 8. That would do. Or if you times it by 3, you would have got 9 to 12. Whatever. It's all good. Divide. Next one, I'll do it in 5. Another one of these, dividing into 2. Ooh, I don't think this is a good test. You've already asked it once. Why ask it again? You're going to split 81 into 9 parts. Because 2 plus 7 is 9. And we got 81 divided by 9. It's $9 in each part. So we got 2 lots of $9 is 18. 7 lots of 9 is 63. Those are our 2 answers there. Move on. All right, I'm going to do the next one. So simplify that one. I just feel like dividing by 2 to start. You get 39 to 12. 3 goes into both of those. 13 to 4, and I'm done. Because 13 is prime. But calculator, you could have done it this way instead. 13 to 4. It's not a C-level question, because people just dump in the calculator. Next one. Rebecca cycles 5.5 kilometers in 3.5 hours. Average speed. So, speed equals distance over time. Speed, and that's left with distance over time. 5.5 kilometers. 3.5 hours. Can write that as 3.5. 3.5 will do too. Calculator will handle it. So 5.5 over, and then you do shift fraction button, 3.5. It's going to be an ugly answer. It's going to be like 11, 7, 1.4. Oh, I said 1.4, 1.5. And what's that to 1 decimal place? So I would write 1.571428571, which equals 1.6 kilometers per hour. That's it. If you did 5.5 divided by 3.5, that's fine too. Same thing. All right. I'm going to do the next one in 5. All right. 16 boys in a class of 28 students. Man, strange questions are asking this test. 16 boys, 28 students. Simplified ratio of boys to girls. Well, the girls, we're going to assume the class is either boys or girls. No intersex people, no. Unfortunately, you're being excluded here. It's going to be the girls is the 28 minus the 16. 12 girls. So boys to girls is going to be equal to 16 to 12. Simplify it. Divide that by 4. You can get 4 to 3. Could do that in a calculator as well. Easy question. We go from hard to easy. It's all over the place. Scrolling down. 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm going to do the next one in 5. All right. Map is drawn on a scale of 1 to 100. What you need to know, if that's the drawing, then the second number is the actual. So 1 to 100 means the actual is 100 times bigger. 100 times bigger. That's what that means. So you take the 5 centimeters on the map, you times it by 100, 500 centimeters. It says to give the answer in meters, so that's 5 meters. Next, I'll do the next one in 5. Simplified ratio, 12 centimeters to 30 millimeters. The units aren't the same. So 120 centimeters, 12 centimeters is 120 millimeters. How do you know that? Millimeters, centimeters to millimeters times by 10. So 120, I can just divide by 10, 12 to 3, divide by 4, divide by 3, sorry, 4 to 1. And yeah, I got rid of the units earlier. But yeah, you could leave them there and leave them there if you want. It's the way I've been showing you, and then take them out at the end. Okay. So 4 to 1 is the answer there. All right, next one I will do in 12 kilograms of pool salt. Cost of 1 kilo. Nice. Okay, they set it up nicely for us. 12 kilo costs $34.80. Divide by 12. 1 kilo costs $34.80 divided by 12. It's gonna be $2.90. Yes. So therefore, and then for this one here, 20 kilo times by 20. So we found the cost per kilo, and then we just times by 20. 3, 20, 60. Actually, I don't actually know this. 58. Oof. Just got there in time. Calculator does the work. All right, I'll do the next one in. So, Tom is an AFL player, 19 games, 62 goals. Ignore the rest. Rate of goals per game. Goals per game. So 62 goals in 19 games. How many goals in one game? Divided by 19. 62 over 19. Goals in, this is the ratio way of thinking. It's 62 over 19. 3.2 or something. 118 or something. These are just, that's a random guess. No, 3.26. So 3.26 goals a game. I gave it to 2 decimal places because that's what the question wanted. Ooh, long test. All right, I'll have to scroll down and 3. Oh, marking. Anyway, next one. B level now. Simplify that. That's not a good question because you just dump in the calculator. Really, you just go 3 3/4 divided by 3 1/8. And like into what you get the marks for knowing how to use your calculator. 6 to 5. Easiest B level I've ever seen. Why is it so hard? I probably expected you to do this. Do it by hand. Convert that to improper fractions. 3 times 4, 12. So that's 15 over 4. 3 lots 8 plus 1, 25 over 8. I'm going to times by 8. And that'll give me 2 lots of 8 over 4 is 2. 8 to 25, and then divide by 5, and you get 65. But no, calculator does it. Silly question. Right, I'm going to do 16 in. To start a new business. Okay, Kelly contributes some amount. John contributes that amount. Then the profit, 376,000. Good profit. All right, it's all about this line here. The profit is shared between those two in the same ratio that they contributed to setting up. So it's like the more money you put in, the more you get out. So like if they split it 50-50, that's kind of unfair because John put in heaps of money. So what we're going to do is simplify 42,000 to 14,000. And that's John to Kelly. John to Kelly. And I'm going to do that. Calculator, 42, it's 3 to 1, but you just 3, right? And if it's 3 in the calculator, that means it's 3 to 1. So John gets 3 times as much as Kelly. So it's one of those questions we did before. Splitting that in the ratio 3 to 1, except we only need John's amount. So it's even easier. So what we do, we're going to split 3, 7, 6, 5, 6, 4 into 4 equal parts. Why 4? Because 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So that is equal to... Now this is actually a nice thing to divide by 4. So it'll be 94,141. 94141. 94,141. Because then they made it easy. Whoever set this up, they made it the numbers nice. So that's it. So John gets 1 lot of that. John gets 1 times 94. What's hard about this test is just the number of questions. So many. So I'm going to do the next one in. Pair of supplementary angles divided in the ratio 4 to 5. So supplementary angles. So supplementary angles, these add to 180. There's complementary and supplementary, and it's confusing. You say, oh, which is which? They sound so similar. The trick I use, you got a big C, you got an S. Complementary, C you can turn into a 9, S you can turn into an 8. So that lets you know. So 180 dividing the ratio 4 to 5. It's that same type of question again. Oof. We're going to split 180 degrees in 9 parts. Why 9? Because it's 4 plus 5. Man, how many times have you done this same type of question? Normally a test will have it once only. So 4 lots of 20. I think I would have trouble finishing this test on time. Like in 25 minutes. I'm a teacher. I'm meant to be able to do it in half the time. Oh, didn't get all of it. So answers there. 100. I don't know. How many questions? Wow, there's 21 questions. All right, I'll do the next one. And so 72 kilometers per hour. So 72 kilometers per hour. How far will it travel in 40 minutes? Well, how much is that in kilometers per minute? That's one way to do it. Well, it's going to go a lot less in an hour. So divide that by 60, and we'll find out kilometers per minute. 1.2. So how far will it travel in 40 minutes? Distance equals speed times time. 1 point, that's a 2 by the way, not a 7. 1.2 kilometers times by 40 mean, no, 1.2. If I'm going to put in the units, I've got to put in the full units. Kilometers per minute times by 40 minutes. 1.2 times by 40 is 48. kilometers. Now, a different way to do it, you could have done it in hours. So 40 minutes. Let's do it over here inside. 40 minutes. How many hours is that? 40 over 60 hours. Because there's 40 minutes out of 60 minutes in an hour. So then you do the same thing. You'd say distance equals speed times time. And you go 72 kilometers per hour times 40 over 60, which is 2/3. And you'd get the same thing. Because instead of dividing by 60 at the start, we're dividing by 60 now instead. Same thing. Ooh, that's not 28. Making mistakes. All right, A-level, long test. Garden drip irrigation system, blah, blah, blah. I see that number, 3.6 liters per hour. That's all I care about. The rest is just fluff. How much water is used in a week? Water used in a week if it's turned on for 15 minutes each day. So find the amount each day, times it by 7. So let's do this. 3.6 liters per hour. That's 3.6 liters per 60 minutes, which is, divide that by 60, 3.6 divided by 60, or 36 divided, so 0.06. Sorry, what I was going to say, 36 over 60 is 0.6, so 3.6 is 0.06 liters per minute. How much for 15 minutes? Times by 6, times it by 15, you'll get that. Liters per 15 minutes. Because 6 times 15 is 90, so 0.90, 0.9. All right, so each day, it's 0.9 liters only, because it's just that 15 minutes. And then each week, times that by 7. Show you're working. Done. That's not an A-level question. Scrolling down to B-level. Peanut butter. All right. I'll be doing it in 5. Deborah's Local Shop. 3 pounds of peanut butter. Best values for money. So this is actually from financial mathematics topic. Don't know why. Like, it's coming up next year in 5.1. Year 9 maths. But it is just a rates question. Best value for money. What we want to do is compare the price per gram, per kilogram. It's going to be weird per gram, so I am going to go per kilogram. So we just do 3 separate ones. Number 1, 375 grams for 478. 1 gram for how much? 1,000 grams. So fill in the blanks. Green. 450 grams. So this is unitary method 3 times. So what you're saying is, how much would it cost for a kilo of each? So 1 gram. And I'm not doing this in my head, no way. 4.78. Whenever I say that, part of me wants to do it, but not this time. So it's that crazy amount for the first one. I'll put all the answers in green, yellow, pink, orange. We'll go with pink. .012746 repeater times by 1,000. 12.75 per kilo. So when you do this in year 9, it's not a A-level question, it's like a C-level or something like that. .0127 repeater times by 1,000. 1278. Ooh, not much difference. So 830 divided by 6. So long as well. Seven, 6, 9, 2, 3, 0, 7, 7. No repeater there. 1277. Wow, that's close. Best value for money is the one in the middle. Best value. Whoa, 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 that's the worst value. What am I doing? I want to pay the most. I want to pay the most I can possibly pay. No, lots of nuts. I want to pay a small amount per kilo as possible. Now, is there a different way to do that? What you can do is just, instead of doing ratios, you just do rates. You just go 4.78 divided by 0.375 straight away. Dollars divided by kilo. But same thing, just a bit quicker. Moving on. All right. Finally, question 21 of this strange test. Apologies, I've been insulting this test. If the test writer sees this video, I meant what I said. Doing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 72 liters per hour. How many milliliters per second? Typo there, should be a big L. So we have to convert from that to that. That's easy. Milliliters. So this is 72,000 milliliters per hour. How do we want to get milliliters per minute. So hour, we're shortening it down. So I'm going to have to divide by 60 here because we're not going to be able to do. I'm going to delete, that would be great, thank you. So we did there, we times by 1,000. Here, if it goes this much in an hour, it's going to do a little bit in a minute. So that is 120, but I'm worried about getting the zeros wrong. It's like 72, no, it's 100. Whoa, like that. I did get the zeros wrong. So you take off a 6, 7,200, but yeah. Got that one wrong. Calculator caught the error. And if I want to get into milliliters per second, I'll divide by 60 again. 20. I'm confident. There we go. Okay, strange test. That took a long time. I'm not going to do both in this one test. Definitely not. I'm hoping the other test is better than this one. All right, stopping here.